talking about Devin Haney in an absolute barn burner of a fight from his perspective and a whitewashing on the side of Regis Prograis. Devin Haney showed up and he did exactly what I said he was going to do. I've been on a roll picking these fights and I've been right again. Oh yes indeed. I got my prediction right. And I said don't be surprised if he knocked him out. But he didn't knock him out, but he knocked him down. This man's got legitimate crack to him. He's got legitimate pop to him. This brother now did what I said was going to happen when he moved up in weight happened when he moved up in weight. Now that he's at 140, a fully rehydrated, fully healthy Devin Haney is a different beast entirely. This man's a monster. This man's a new breed of animal in terms of fighter. We are looking at Devin Haney from a completely different lens, and I couldn't be happier for it. I've been waiting on Devin Haney to take this turn, and I've been speculating that once he moves up, we will see a new facet of his ability unlocked amongst all of our eyes. And that's exactly what we saw. We've been saying Devin Haney's a pot shotter. Devin Haney's a scoring type puncher. He's a great technical boxer, great feet, good defense, is smart, is tactical, has one of the best jabs in the business. Phenomenal. A great outboxer. We know this. But we've been saying he ain't got no power to worry about. And if he faces somebody like a Tank, or even amongst the upper echelon of the weight class, whatever weight class that he's in, opponents who are aggressive can just run through him and run to him without fear of danger, and they will be able to catch him in any way, shape, or form. The power has been the least of their concern, hence people can become disrespectful. That is what was the speculating ire amongst everybody who was saying that was Devin Haney's biggest problem. Because he doesn't have pop, people are going to be able to not have to worry about, they can be knocked out. They can take more chances and put Devin Haney in bigger danger and potentially render that boxing ability null and void, because if they turn it into a brawl, oh my goodness, stuff can happen. We saw him get hurt against Lomachenko. We saw him get hurt against, again, Jorge Linares. We saw him get hurt, or at least get affected by people that are physical. And we know physicality is one of his worst assets when it comes to his ability to box at his best. Physicality affects him for the worst. We know this. However, now we can't say that anymore. Because in the words of Jim Ross,
hey, look at this. We got some problems here.
We got some problems.
We got some problems here.
You're doggone right, we got some problems. Don't you like the new sound? Also, don't you like the new voice, the new settings I got on my microphone? Hopefully I sound better. Hopefully I sound worse. Please tell me. But again, like Jim Ross said, we got some problems up here when it comes to Devin Haney now, because physicality is no longer an issue. We saw him muscle Regis Prograis where he wanted him to go. We saw Devin Haney push Regis Prograis off. We saw Devin Haney stand right in front of Regis Prograis. We saw Devin Haney fight like a fighter that is no longer boring. Like some people have been saying about Devin Haney, he's a boring boxer to watch. Not anymore. And even more so than being boring, because again, he was never boring to me or anybody that is in the realm of boxing. But he is now not just an exciting fighter, but a fighter that is able to throw his own weight around and his own power around and maximize his size. That's the biggest thing. We got to see Devin Haney maximize the very thing that we've been saying about him. He's a big kid. He's a big fighter. He's a big champion, now 2-division champion. He is a big man for whatever division that he's been in, at least from what we've seen him at, from the former weight class at 135 up until now 140. Still at 140, he's still big, but now his frame is filled out. His body is now fit the weight that he's fighting at. And we are seeing a new avenue of outright dominance that is potentially unfolding for Devin Haney. The game plan that Devin Haney can now employ is completely different now. And we have to also understand, going up against Regis Prograis, Prograis was a dominant power puncher who, again, is one of the hardest hitters in the entire division and has a phenomenal chin and is just tough all around. We know who Regis Prograis is, and we know why he's been so touted so well and so highly. He's not a champion for nothing. We saw Devin Haney do the one thing that we've never seen an opponent do to somebody like a Regis Prograis, and that's outright domination. We haven't seen it. We've never seen somebody dominate somebody as tough, as strong, as powerful as Regis Prograis before. We've never seen Prograis as tough, strong, and powerful as he is be dominated like he was. Not just from a technical standpoint, but just from outright every single facet. His power was rendered null and void. He only landed 36 punches, breaking the old record for fewest punches landed in a fight per CompuBox records by Dos Santos when he fought Shakur Stevenson in one of the worst fights of the year. We saw Regis Prograis land less than him the entire fight, 36 punches throughout the entire 12-round affair, and got dropped in the third round, got dropped in the third round, stunned in the sixth, stunned again in the ninth, hurt multiple times, muscled around. We saw Devin Haney do the very thing that nobody thought Devin Haney would do. Be the predator. Not just be okay, I'm going to just lead you where I want you to go, lull you into shots, and then boom, counter you, stick and move. No, a predator. A man that planted his feet, boxed right in front of Regis Prograis, and dominated. Cut him up, bruised him, had him in fits. And just like I said, his footwork confused Regis Prograis, His boxing ability far surpassed Regis Prograis. And so the only way that Prograis was going to be able to win was by making it a brawl. And when he got on the inside, what happened? He got mauled. Plain and simple. Landing the uppercut. Landing hooks left, right, and center. Again, the stiff jab looked stiffer. The right hand looked powerful. Again, knocked him down in the third round, like I've been saying. Stunned him multiple times, wobbled him multiple times in this fight. Made him have to think before he came in. And then, like I said before in the preview for this fight, countered Regis Prograis, lulled him into overcommitting and then catching him consistently. And I said that damage was going to accumulate early on. Or it was going to accumulate later on in the fight. And at that point, okay, we could see Prograis get hurt. I wasn't expecting to take fruit third round. Knocked down. Not from being off balance. Yeah, he was taken by surprise, but he wasn't off balance. It wasn't even that he was coming in for a shot. It was simple. Haney, after an exit, threw a straight right hand when Regis Prograis was expecting him to keep on backing up. Caught him. Flush and clean. Prograis was still planted. He wasn't off balance and got dropped. Got dropped severely. And Devin Haney could have ended that fight. He could have, especially after the sixth round. He could have ended that fight after the sixth round when he had him hurt again, severely. We could have seen him end this fight earlier. But that's what makes Devin Haney so special. He knows that he can do stuff, but he's also understanding that there's no need against somebody of this power to take too many risks when you already know that you can drop him with just what you've been doing now. So even when he had him hurt, and to some degree hurt severely, and I do wish he would have tried to go for it a little bit more when he had him in a bad state. Still kept his calm, still kept his composure, kept on boxing, up the aggression without upping the irrational punches, which what we've seen multiple opponents do. And now as we see him more fight in this style, we could see potentially him become even more aggressive. Now that, okay, I've gotten comfortable, I've gotten past a big hurdle, I was able to hurt somebody that was incredibly tough, incredibly sound, and incredibly powerful. Now I can start taking some more chances. We might see that in the next fight. We might see him start, if he gets you hurt, this time start going after you. But now we see essentially a new, different animal in Devin Haney. And it is something sublime to see. Everything that we knew he was good at, he still retained. The only thing is, he now has added on a dimension of power and strength that he can now use not only to catch you and hurt you, but also to muscle you out of the way. No longer is he seen as somebody that is going to be a cakewalk for anybody who's stronger than him to just push through. Because his strength and weight has caught up to his body now that he's in his weight class. And we're looking at a new found animal and a new monster in the 140-pound division.